Greetings. It is currently June 5th of 2026, 2:02 in the morning. I'm gonna show you the couple devices. And the reason I am noting this is because I believe I have this brilliant idea that I actually just launched. And before anyone steals it, if I don't have anything else later down the line, I'm gonna have this proof that this was my idea, that I did this first. So I launched some t-shirts. Now just to give y'all a bit of background, I never really been to it. It was never really in my intentions too much to sell clothing. My sister went to school for it. I had an uncle who always made t-shirts passionately for events and like family reunions and stuff like that. But I never really put too much energy into it. However, I will say when I dropped out of school, I couldn't focus anymore in 2016, 10 years ago now. I got a summer job in a juvenile detention center where I was just an assistant teacher, and they had like tablets, computer-like tablets, and it was like a walkthrough for them to experience putting together a website. So the idea was for us to come up with a product to sell, and we would just discuss and rehearse marketing during their sentence, So it was just something else for them to do. A lot of them treated it like, but I had this idea back then. While we were taking turns pitching ideas, kind of playing pretend, like in an entrepreneur area, not too far out of the realm of possibility. My idea was called "quote unquote" arrow attire, like a bow and arrow, like an archer attire, like dressing. And one of the other teachers acknowledged that was a good idea. It was like it had a ring to it or whatever. But that was like the end of that. The summer program ended, and I worked different jobs. Something came over me this year, about 10 years later, to get back into like this way of thinking, like t-shirts and websites and stuff like that. So I actually put one together and I launched it. Before anyone, if it occurs, this is a world where people lie, cheat, and steal. So if anyone steals my idea, I will at least have proof that before today, June 5th of 2026, I came up with this. Now, the arrow attire thing, since then, again, this was 10 years ago. It turns out somebody else thought of that before I used it. So what we're gonna do is show you what else I have. Now, I got a website. It's called Pelham Inspired Clothing. That's the name of the clothing. Pelham Inspired Clothing. Also selling water bottles. Now, I did come up with a cool. I did put together a cool arrow attire thing. However, I can't use that. I can't sell that. Because what I told you all, somebody has a completely different business called Arrow Attire now on Instagram. But what I did, I went ahead and I'm just showing you. I went ahead and ordered a jacket of my own. I ordered a white one before I removed it from the website because, like I just explained, I can't sell that. I also want to show the blue one though. Before I remove it, this was still cool to have posted. So ignore that. Can't sell arrow attire. I haven't sold arrow attire. Somebody else used that. Selling like dog leashes or something. I found it on Instagram. So this is my brilliant idea. That this video was protection from from me not being recognized to have came up with this. So you got the political slogan, "Make America Great Again." Well, I changed it to "Make America Cha-Cha Again." Now, it's funny because while I was dealing with this, it's kind of funny because while I was dealing with this idea, I had just been talking about it. I rode in the truck to go pick up a loved one from somewhere, and a song was playing at that location where they said, I believe I'm born in 1997. I believe it's called the Cha Cha Slide. They said Cha Cha again. So me saying all this, they didn't steal my idea. That song existed probably before I was born. And there's also a dance called the Cha Cha. It's like a Cuban thing. Now, what I mean by this, it's like an insider where brothers call a Jake over. That's what I mean by Cha Cha. And I'm not gonna explain that too much here, but I am still trying to sell the shirts. So these are the different colors. This is the website. Pelham Inspired Clothing. Experience the region and style. Minus the aero tire. Somebody launched that name, even though I had it before anything I saw with that name. I had a year. I thought of that years before the launch that I found. Yeah, this is my idea that I consider brilliant. Even the hats. That's Kelly Green. That was my mother's name. She had got me the job at the juvenile detention center. She had helped me get the job at the juvenile detention center. But yeah, I just want to show my merch. I believe it's so brilliant that somebody might try to steal it. So we're gonna get this documented. We're gonna get this on record that I came up with this. And I just learned some of the basics to launch it from this dude and a couple of YouTubers. Let's show the rest of my products. I'm biblical, man. I'm biblical, so the battle is not yours. God maketh poor and maketh rich. So the success of this or the lack of attention is all up to God.